Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. I can't buy a win here, but that doesn't mean that this is gonna be the same. Where Isaac, that's what I wanted. Again, first off, NG12, wah 9L. I apologize, we've had some spotty performances lately. This run is all about the fundamentals. Good commentary, better ingredients, Papa John's. Good commentary, acceptable gameplay, the wins will come. I know that we can win in Isaac. I mean, it's like, we've done it infinity times. Friendly Fly is just fine. All we gotta do is play our game and do a low-rent Christopher Walken impression, apparently. But we know the keys to the kingdom. We know how to win in Isaac. Stop taking so much stupid damage. You'll probably, be a happy camper, but... yeah, I've been on a little bit of a slump lately. But you know what keeps me going? I used to sincerely be, like, bummed out. If I would have, like, a series of bad Isaac recordings, or at least, like, bad gameplay, I'd be like, man, what am I doing? This is rough. And it still is, to some extent. It's my natural... that's my ground state, to use a 10th grade chemistry term. But... now, I get so many tweets from people that are very supportive. They say, we love watching you suffer. Your worst videos are your best videos. And I say, I don't know, in a way that sounds like a little bit of a backhanded compliment, but at the same time, I appreciate it. So, that's why those videos exist, instead of me just coming up and being like, hey, -6 streak, what happened? Don't ask, and then recording a win, hopefully. Hopefully you've enjoyed some of my suffering lately. In a way, it was a little different, like, in the vanilla Isaac days when I had like probably around a 50% win rate. Then like a loss wasn't special. We've gotten a lot better at the game. Losses have become at least mildly rarer, so having a string of like incredibly bad luck like this is at least kind of hilarious, I hope. We're gonna reroll Book of Sin. Becomes Anarchist Cookbook, obviously. It's not particularly strong, but we are one battery charge away from having Bookworm, which is a decent upgrade. You gotta try to use Hagalaz there, The day I stopped using Hagalaz to try to find a black market on a room like that is the day that... well, I was gonna say the day that I die, but that's a copywritten song, so that'll be the day when you make me cry. Our virtue has been rewarded. It's not a black market. It's also not a tumor, but it is undefined, which is actually swell. I'll tell you what, because undefined... wait, undefined and Teleport 2.0 are actually different. I'm trying to... what is... Teleport 2.0 takes you to a room... Teleport 2.0 takes you to the closest room you haven't been to, which by default leads to the error room sometimes. Undefined takes you to a random special room, which can be the error room early. Okay, so I think I've got it sussed out here. So my game plan, believe it or not, is actually to dump the D6 and take Undefined because I find it more fun. We really haven't had a chance to use this item too much because it oftentimes shows up, when you're late enough in the game that you're like, we can't loop on the chest, so who cares? But being able to get error rooms is fun. I'd use this just so we could get Bookworm. We could pick up another battery charge, reroll it again, but honestly, I don't care about getting more books. We're not going to mill out a library by just getting, one book pedestal rerolled over and over and over. It's extremely unlikely. So we'll take Undefined, and then the general theory with Undefined and I used to use this item rigorously. Take AAA battery. And you know why we're taking AAA battery? The more charges, the better. You use it at your own risk early because it could cost you an item room, it could cost you a boss room, which could cost you a devil room. But if you use it with a lot of charges stacked up after you go to the rooms that you don't mind, or that you want to go to, we will take devil precedent because I would like to still, kill things on this run, and the deal with the devil is very conducive to making that happen. Then we start teleporting. So we got a second secret room. It's not bad. This card could be valuable. You never know. You never know. It's the Fool. Does it beat the Devil card? Yeah, for boss rush purposes. And we got a second secret room again. We still can't get into our item room, so I am going to, you know, do my due diligence. Go back and take a little time to explore that. If we get a penny, we should pick up... Oh, free key. I was going to say, if we get a penny, we should pick up the flat penny. And, I mean, flat penny is a great trinket. I don't like leaving it behind, but AAA battery is a little bit more useful for us in terms of maximizing our spacebar item. Glitter bombs are just fine. So we're going to get out of here. Alright, so I mean, I'm already flying in the face of my own advice. First off, I chose not to go back and pick up the trinket before I got the penny. That's okay. Secondly, instead of just playing with the fundamentals, I'm throwing a little dash of Zane, you know, like Emerald Legacy here. But I'm not sweating it too much because the run's alright. It's got an orbital. I'm just going to fool a card out of that. It's got an orbital. It's got Bookworm. 9 lives is a nice little failsafe here, and I actually think Undefined is good as well as being fun. It's not just, you know, occasional error rooms. It's also a teleporter. You know, it's also access to secret rooms that we otherwise possibly would not have been able to get to. So, it has a lot of utility. Sometimes it can screw you, especially if you use it on, like, one of the floors that causes you to not be able to make progress, like... You know, you use it on the Womb 2, it gives you an error room that only gives you access to Shoal. It's a cost of doing business, i.e. you should not use it on that floor, but... It's all part of the game. So I think we definitely look for a secret room here. Pick this up. It's a Sun card. Sun card's a good card. Grab this secret room. Get 3 battery charges. Don't want to hit an error room yet, so we go check this. Rotten Baby's lovely. Now we teleport. We teleport into the secret room. I'm okay with that. Infested. Not a bad pill. Good to know it exists at least. Although it rarely makes much of a difference overall. And really, with 1 HP, the Sun card is... Oh, that was such a bad dodge. The Sun card pretty much exists to be like... You know, mapping, more or less. Dude, the dodges are so bad right now. Okay, pull yourself together, NL. This is not... This damage is unbecoming of you. What I am going to do is be a little reckless. I'm going to go to our room here, and I was hoping we could get something out of our donation machine. Grab this. Teleport. It's an error room. He's done it. So car battery strikes me as being largely irrelevant. The money's nice, but I don't think car battery does anything for us right now. In theory, like, it could cause you to accidentally roll over the room that you wanted to go to, but I don't know if that actually means anything. You know, like, if basically when we press the button, we're gonna go to a destination that is a special room. So I don't know if rolling over the special room has any actual consequences to our actions. So I'm gonna choose not to be too rattled by it. And if we ever want to replace car battery, we're gonna, you know, love life. Sun card, I mean, you could use it. I kind of want to use it just because I hate this room type. There's an enemy remaining somewhere. Oh, it's a little spider over there. Varys. Now. Item room, shop, teleport seems appropriate to me. If we wanted to, you know what we actually want? Not car battery, but if we can get the battery... That's such a good get for this. It's a fringe case. You'll probably be able to use it like once every 2 runs like this, but sometimes you're going to teleport to the error room. You're not going to want to be there. You're going to want to get out. So you could use your second charge to possibly get out of your error room. I say possibly because I think you can teleport from a special room into the exact same special room, but it's, you know, you have a good chance to get out. At least we should go to our... item room first. And if we're going to our item room, our shop is only like 2 rooms away, so... Although it does fly in the face of my earlier advice to use as many charges as possible. That's really like Womb 1 advice. And having a lot of battery charges advice. Item room is Deadshot. Dude, we've been stacked on items so far. I gotta be honest with you, Vibrant Bulb makes a great case to be better than, I mean, first off, better than Golf with a Gator for certain, but better than AAA Battery. We are holding a lot of charges. We're generating charges more quickly than we need to, and then we're holding them for a while, so I support this decision. Steam Sale is well and truly okay. 67% deal with the devil chance. We teleport. We did get an error room. Not a huge fan of this error room, and it did cost us, unless we get a battery charge, it did cost us our boss fight and possibly a deal with the devil. Losing the deal with the devil hurts a great deal, but it does also guarantee us a deal with the devil on the next floor, so... Is it worth it? No, probably not, but, you know, you gotta hedge your bets. What were we hoping to teleport to, I guess, if not the error room? It's a good point. Self, I'm glad I brought it up. Alright, so the deficiencies in this run are probably pretty obvious. Our base damage is bad. The lucky thing about it is that we can pretty easily fix it with Deadshot. Do we have enough keys to justify using 2 of them? Dude, the dodges have been subpar. In fact, just like from an attribute standpoint in general, we're killing it with respect to our tiers. Bookworm's nice, but really this is like the Deadshot show right now. Did not hear a key drop. $0.42. You know what? I got a good feeling. It's not a terrible trade, but it's not a good trade for us when we've already got 44 cents. We might want to just play it cool on this floor and say, you know, it would be a good floor to go item room, shop, boss room, deal with the devil, because the deal with the devil is guaranteed. I know, like, on the surface, this looks like a run that's tough to lose, and that's why losing it would kill me, you know, deep inside. That was just not a good dodge. We have 9 lives. It's physically painful to lose a run with 9 lives, like, on a conceptual level, but then also dying over and over to, like, the same rooms. So, this would be a good time to really get it all put together here. Certainly. Head of the Keeper is absolutely fine. We're not really, I mean, I would still say we're not greatly at risk of death, but should handle it before it becomes too much of a genuine concern. Because to go on a 7 loss streak is pretty terrible. Without fail, I am actually, like, dodging into every single shot that shows up here. Give me a teleport card. I want free boss rush stuff. But it's important to remember, first off, don't let the self-defeating narrative take hold. Secondly, a lot of easily won runs have gotten to this position before where they looked pretty bad and we played like trash. I think that could still be a secret room. Wishful thinking. This is a fairly common situation to find yourself in. Not that much HP, not super powerful, and just waiting on, you know, that 100% deal with the devil chance to hopefully, if not carry us, I'm not asking for a brimstone, at least give us, you know, a leg up here. What is this? Telekinesis, the power of mind. This is a booster pack item. I don't know what this does. Does it deflect an enemy? No, doesn't seem like it. It recharges when you kill an enemy. I'm gonna look it up. Telekinesis Isaac. Active item. Upon use for the next 2 seconds, any shots that come near Isaac are held in place. After the charge is depleted, they are fired back as tears. So it's not killing an enemy, it's 2 seconds. Seems like a terrible synergy to have with Vibrant Bulb, which is kind of driving my stats. But at the same time, I really do want to experience a new item. And it seems pretty good, especially when I've been getting hit by so many bullets. Probably, like, neutral synergy with Deadshot. Maybe some of the tears reflected back could miss and cause you to lose your charge there, but fairly minor. I don't know. Let's let the game decide. It didn't give me an error room. Strength card is good. We got plenty of time on this floor, so I think you just hold up. We definitely want to go to the error room. The shop was greed, so... Or sorry, not error room. I mean, we would like to, but we want to go to the item room first. But the shop was greed, so there's no battery charge for sale. Might be lucky enough to get one more charge. We got Sin Robes from our deal with the devil, which is also excellent. Also gives us a little bit of a fail-safe for all the dumb damage we've been taking. And, of course, Cuban Meat is a lovely item, even if it is Ball of Bandages and not Cuban Meat. $3 bill is also great, except for the times that it's terrible. I doubt we're going to get 3 more rooms, to be honest with you, but we should give it a shot. Ooh, that counts as a big room, I think, so we will get one more charge. And I'll tell you what, I'll play it the way Zane would have intended. If we get an error room, we stick with Undefined. If we don't get an error room, we go with Telepathy and try to figure out how that item works from a functional standpoint. Let's go. No error room. All right, so we'll take Telepathy. I'm a man of my word. We did improve statistically on this floor, so it's not a huge problem that we are going to lose most of the effect of Vibrant Bulb. We could also just hold it as like an easy stats upgrade, because we will always have Vibrant Bulb if we never use this. Plus, we'll be able to get Vibrant Bulb like multiple times per room, I guess, if we wanted. I don't know. It's a bit of a strange item, but let's try to give it the credit it deserves. We are looking for Guppy, so like knowing when enemies do like tier attacks seems really helpful for this. Like, you never shoot tiers, so Telepathy, I guess we just hold on to this here. Okay, I'm starting to become a believer. It would be nice, but maybe, like, overpowered if it also sort of held enemies in place, because then we would be largely immune to those guys who chase us down, which, admittedly, interests me a great deal. But, dude, like... Okay, I see the power. I'm glad I didn't underestimate this item. It's basically 2 seconds of bullet invulnerability. I don't know how valuable it is that the shots get sent back. Most of the time, I tend to think that, like, deflected shots are not worth it. Or not worth caring about, because they tend to not really, reliably hit enemies, but... Could be mistaken. Not using it in some situations, just because, like, on these enemies, doesn't seem like the right call to use, right? If an enemy is going to shoot bullets, then or eat pant for that matter, I'm 100% in. Sign me up. I definitely caught shots, and those guys don't shoot, so it must catch bones as well. I'm trying to think of, like, what bosses we crap on. Like, it seems like this is absurdly good against, like, the Hush. So we're looking for stats. Fingers, okay. I mean, it's borderline takeable here. I would like to have something a little more statistically amazing. And I gotta be honest with you, Super Bandage is a little lame, but it's also very helpful. I didn't get the bomb, I'm aware, but... Key? Key. Excellent. Not greed. Let's go. We'll take those options. We'll take the Joker card. I like it a lot. And then we'll donate as much money as we can. And we'll buy the Spirit Art if we can get something out of this after. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at first I was like, I don't think Telepathy is very good at all. I don't understand. Now that I've used it, I've realized that if you can kill enemies that are rushing to you, if you can avoid beams that enemies shoot out, you're invincible might be a strong word, but you're much more invulnerable than you used to be. What a cool idea for an item. The fact that it recharges consistently is absurdly strong. Full health. Again, that's really just like a nice to know that it's in the rotation sort of situation, but we don't have enough keys to go back to the double key room. And what would I be looking for? Like, I care not for a, it's a secret room, I think. I don't really care about a 5 room at this point. We don't need money for anything. We've already donated like 70 cents or something ridiculous. I guess it is nice to recapture some value out of bullets that you dodged around as well. But, okay, that's hive mind. Or, sorry, fire mind. That's a sensible mistake to make, at least. Ooh, Mom's Contact is a very nice get here. And then I just stood still. Most of these enemies do not fire bullets, so I think majority of this fight, I'm just going to try to roll with the stat increase from Illuminated Bulb. No deal with the devil, but we have a free get out of jail free card. So take the Polaroid, grab this. Wow, these are both excellent. I think I'll go Cricket's Head for raw damage because I can sometimes get Death's Touch from $3 bill anyway. So I'll just take the raw damage. I don't know, it's not an easy decision necessarily, but they're both great, that's the thing. Plus, Cricket's Head doesn't mess with our tier stat. So, although, something I always forget, is Death's Touch a speed upgrade? Thank you for the Tinted Rock Illumination. This is the one. I feel it all coming back to me now. Dude, you can be so much more aggressive with those doppelgangers when you have, effectively immunity to whatever they shoot out. Like, I probably would have been hit there were it not for telepathy functioning. Same right there. Dude, this is actually, I don't want to go too over the top, like, best item in the game. No, let's not get crazy, but an item with some extreme usefulness. This is a bad idea, by the way. But I'm feeling confident, and as a result, I wanted to express that confidence by going to that curse room right there. Unfortunately, didn't quite pan out as predicted. Left my broken heart open and you ripped it out. Nothing. It's kind of like a great synergy. Vibrant Bulb, when there's enemies that don't shoot bullets, nice stat increase. And then when there's enemies that do shoot bullets, we're immune to them. And we can still build up a pretty impressive, like, statistical resume just with Deadeye. Which I continue to call Deadeye and Dead Shot at different intervals, depending on, you know, how I'm feeling. Okay, that's fair. We're gonna take some damage. Like, I wouldn't suggest that we're not. If we had the wafer or something, I would be invested in playing those demon judgments. At present, it's just a little too risky, and let's be honest, wouldn't necessarily suggest that we're in a position to be playing risky right now. Dude, we could really use speed, but Tears is also almost always great. So, some situation in which we take Brother Bobby, didn't even realize Conjoined was going to exist, and then not really thrilled with that. Does Conjoined break the tier cap? We gotta know. It looks like it did. It happened pretty fast there, but we like lost rate of fire because $3 bill changed to something else, and then we gained it when we picked up the coat hanger. Plus, we got a speed upgrade for Lord of the Pit anyway, I think. But sure, Conjoined. How do I feel about it? It's okay. It's a net increase always, but it doesn't always feel like it. Seems like it's working pretty well with Deadeye, to be honest with you. So what are we looking for now? Honestly, anything that keeps us from dying is amazing. Like, this should be a win, and it feels like a me win, which I like a lot, you know? It was a little rough around the edges in terms of damage taken, but we ended up taken a little bit of a lark on an item that didn't necessarily at first glance, although probably people were screaming at the screen like, it's good, take it, but didn't necessarily seem like a great item at first glance. We took a chance on it, and turns out that it might be, like, exceptional. And now we've got a run that's, like, crushing it. Gary Vaynerchuk style. We should just pop this, have some immunity. It's like, they are shooting at us. It's kind of naive to think that we're going to be able to properly press the button at all times. Might seem a little mild, but 2 seconds of invincibility is actually incredible. Pandora's box, here's the thing. It's a lovely item if you get it on the cathedral and you got nothing better to do with your spacebar item slot. But I really, really do not wish to get rid of telepathy at this point. It's too much fun. Broken Ankh. Thankfully irrelevant. I walked into an enemy, which is sacrilegious at this point. Now you might dispute this. I've chosen to take the HP upgrade because I believe in the 1/3 chance of our deal with the devil here. Is it going to manifest? The odds are not in our favor. We lost permanent Polaroid invincibility. The dream is that permanent Polaroid invincibility, like, basically won't matter. We do only have one orbital. Okay, so I really like Telepathy versus Mom's Heart. That was amazing. We didn't get a deal with the devil, so I feel a little bit like an idiot, but we're moving on here nonetheless. Dude, we are gonna absolutely slay Blue Baby. We're immune to bullets. Money is out of control. For all this money, having 2 luck is a little stinky, but I just become Butters there. That's a little stinky. That's not a good Butters impression. But thank you to all the people who tweeted words of support for my impression of the lead singer of the Crash Test Dummies. And that's one person who tweeted, who told you your impression of the Crash Test Dummies is bad? They were wrong. You know, not exactly the strongest words of praise ever, but at least on my side, so I appreciate it. Once there was a tweet that made me feel more confident about my impression, and when, there we go, it finally came up, I scrolled my notifications to the top, had a smile. Okay, it's not, I think I lost it a little bit. Something to do with, you know, you gotta soak the vocal cords the night before in, you know, quick dry cement, and then you're like, yeah, it sort of works. Okay. Don't even try to shoot me. Like, it's just embarrassing at this point. I believe so firmly in this Guppy dream, and I continue to just be villainized for it by the game. Like, no Guppy improvements. You know what, dude? You know what? You know what, dude? You know what? Give me a compass. Give me a compass. Mr. Judgment, bring me mapping, bring me a compass so that I can see. See, sing would rhyme there, but I can already sing, obviously. Restock. There's no reason not to take it. There is one reason to take it. I think it drops, like, some consumables on the ground. I was just thinking, like, maybe we could get a Perthrow rune, but we should pick it up and maybe we'll get a Judgment card or something. Got Bombs or Key, which is actually fine. The Hermit card turned out to be useless, but that was not necessarily stated in the contract when. Just keep believing and dreaming here. We finally found our boss. Would have liked to dust you a little earlier than you allowed me to, but alright. So Blue Baby. Gonna maximize our telepathy usage here. Dude! It's so good. Then you use the okay, that was bad, obviously. But then you use the tears that he shoots as orbitals to crush him. Did you see that? Telepathy. I'm calling it. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10 spacebar item. There's some amazing stuff going on here. Well, lots of Zodiac items. Capricorn's lovely, of course. And I took Scorpio, but might as well take that. There's no reason to take anything else from that room. So we should crap on this run now. It's a pretty fast one. And honestly was a lot of fun. It's like my favorite archetype for a run. We've learned a lot about the game. Got to use a new item. Used it properly, I think, on the first try, which is rare. If not properly, then honestly, this item's out of control. Stigmata is worth approximately nothing at this point, I'd say. But still nice to have. There's still, like, a theoretical chance we could die if things go horribly wrong. But with 9 lives and a decent amount of HP, you know, we should be relatively set. More of this room, please. I mean, to be real with you, like, half the damage we've taken since picking up Telepathy is from Fire Mind from $3 bills. So, I don't necessarily feel like the dodges have been bad. Maybe positioning has been terrible, but... Oh, look at this. Easy rares. There's really, like, no recharge time. At least it feels like there's no recharge time. See, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. I've had a couple of runs lately where I've gone to Delirium in a row, and they've been on dailies. And I'm like, hey, the run's good. Oh, I killed these guys easily. And then Delirium just roasts me. I'm going down. I'm taking my win. I'm banking it. The weakest link style because I want this self-confidence. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you didn't, click the like button. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.